check, mic check. 3, 2, 1. Let's check if we're live on YouTube. Mic check. So this is a special day. Day 100, guys. It's been 100 days. Backtesting until I'm profitable. So let's get started. Thanks for hopping on today. It's August 2nd, 2025. We are 7:21 years in. It's a Saturday, so let's get started with the session. Yep. So I do this 2025 CD futures model on CME Mini, Gold, NQ, YM, and ES, but I'm mostly focusing on NQ and ES. Yeah. This don't mind the equity curve, it's crazy. You are more than... Okay, so let's remove any drawings. Go to a new day and start with a daily analysis. Alright, so what do we do first? Let's first check what day are we on. We're on Friday, and since we're on Friday, we might have like a small retracement downside, like to fill the week. To like go back into the range. You can trade the TGIF setup from here to here. Do I have the TGIF here? Okay, let me create it. Let me just copy it from my trading view. I have it there. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So this one. Okay. So I would like to see it retrace back into the 20% level. I think it's already there. So these are the levels we'd look for it to reach. There. So now let's go down to the daily. You can see we dropped into the range these days, so this Friday might actually drop even further, taking out this daily low and reaching into this big fair value gap. It will depend on the entry that we'll find. Down on the daily, I have these relatively equal lows, so I have sell side here from this previous day low. That's a side liquidity, the 1 hour. We also have this CB here, that's holding price. Now let's see how ES is looking. So ES took out this low actually. Is this one? Yeah, NQ did that as well. So here it's like some kind of SMT. So it wouldn't be a surprise if we go higher above this and we break this further gap. So that then this buy side here will be a target. So we'll just be cautious and see. Now down to day 15 minutes. What the Lord can do. So we have this, can classify this on the 15 minute and make it more smaller. If we rebalance to there. So here we actually had another SMT before dropping, very crazy one in the morning. Yeah, so that was good at 3:30 in the morning. Now I'd like to go to 5 minute. Took out the low, started pushing higher. Let's see what happens now on the one. I'm looking for those levels I meant to get tapped into. It will depend on what the open does actually most of the time. So let's see what happens. Boom, we take out this high here as the market opens. So this is 9:30, 9:29. Yeah. Okay, this is crazy. We drop into this gap here and push higher, and we drop here. This is what happens at the open. these kinds of huge candles. So we haven't taken out this high on both sides. Well, NQ did it by a small time. I mean, yes, did it by a small movement, but we have some. I think it's if maybe the 5-minute fair value gap is holding this one here, because we were close to the 15-minute. Let's see what happens. So market open is just a simple, it's just like a wreck. So we push into the 15-minute fair value gap now, and going up to the 15-minute, you can see how it's looking. Yeah, so which means that this SMT is holding. So then we'll be looking for higher prices if nothing changes the narrative. Because the 5 now. Now back to 15. Did we take out any crucial high? Yeah, we're rejecting the fair value gap. Very nice. After 1 minute, I'd like to see some sort of manipulation so that we can drop. So we have an SMT as of now. SMT gets invalidated. It's just a drop to the first place. So we have a fair value gap. This one, but I'd like to mark this first presented. It was at 9:45, so we're close to the macro. His ES is dropping while NQ is trying to push higher. Like, look at this high here and this one here. So you get the change in state right here, and we get a retracement to the change in state. We have an SMT. Let's see how the 30-minute is looking like. So I have this sort of block for the 1 hour. So we just like burst this gap, so I can't just be really taking cells. Maybe take read it and see what happens. But as for this is the model I enter off of. Let's see what happens if it drops. It ends up dropping to the first presented fair value gap. This here, and boom, first presented fair value gap is respected for a bit, and we fall below it, and then the 15-minute fair value gap holds this one there. So in here, it might be the place I'd look for some buys now. So we create another SMT. You can see here we took out these lows while NQ didn't even reach that place. So we should be looking for buys, but there are no entries anytime. I'm not seeing entries so far, except that we have an inversion here. We can retrace to it. Let's see what happens. So we shift in structure. Yeah. We did not take out this low. Let's see what ES does. Maybe ES might offer a better opportunity. So we're at 10 now. And then here there was another SMT. Crazy movements. So keep in mind that we're still in that range. We haven't taken out any daily low or high yet, but we have some London highs. I think they were taken out, weren't they? Yeah, we did take them out from here to this side here. And this is also a London high, which we might come for later time. Let's see how it's looking here. How's it looking? upgrade the SMT. Okay. I don't know if the 15 minutes fair value gap is still holding, but in this kind of consolidation, some kind of no man's land. This fair value gap here is holding inversion as of now, actually. Okay. Okay, so here we're forming some kind of SMT. You can see it right there. And this manipulative move will really change in state. ES can provide an opportunity there. Let's see if we get one. Okay, ES ends up closing above the gap, which means entry invalidated. Market's really consolidating. Friday. By the way, I think we're in the 20 to 30 range. It's still here. We haven't reached it yet, so I might drop into it later. Might depend. Maybe PM session might offer the opportunity instead. Let's see. Or at lunch, who knows. And here we put in another kind of SMT as well. Oh, the 5. Okay, we have another SMT here. So this is how the one is looking like. There is some sort of wicks. We pushed here. We didn't drop, like, because we have upgraded this big inversion, so this buy side might get taken out, and then we'll drop to this range, taking out these equal lows, and in the afternoon, let's see what happens. Ran full liquidity there. Launcher puts in another SMT here. Let's see the 30-second here. Yeah, SMT, but didn't create any kind of inversion. I don't know if we traced it back to this changing state, but let's see. End up taking out the buy side. You can see it on the hour. You can see it on the hour. It's here. End up taking it out very nicely. But I didn't find an entry inside here to ride it until there. Yikes! So yeah. And here, create an inversion. very nice one. And we have a change in state, so retracement is change in state. Let's see, push right through it, even through the inversions. I think here I'd like to call the setup invalidated. Let's see. So here we're forming an SMT at taking out those highs, daily highs, and we drop. I'd like to remove this gap, it's useless. So we go high, take out these highs, drop, shift on this low, close below, and get a retracement into the gap. So here you can actually sell it with your stop above here, but that will be because you have like some kind of sweep inside here. And this liquidity run here, and this was the most recent low put out. Well, there's this one here, because a low has to have low highs near it, so low high, low high. So this will be where the shift will be marked, even though it's kind of, we have an SMT on the high time frame, and we have this fair value gap get respected. So here I'm a bit late to the, come on, what happened now? FX replay just crashed. Okay, no big deal. Now let's put this trade here, stop loss somewhere there. Since we're late, I might like to put it maybe at the first candle of the gap and target this liquidity right there, and maybe hope to land into this liquidity here since we're returning back inside the range, and target this relatively close that we get 3.5. Yeah, will depend, so I would like to keep TP open there. Okay. Okay, so let's zoom in and see now. If we get stopped, it's also possible that we might even get stopped out by one candle. Well, it wasn't one candle, but we got stopped out. Okay, and it ends up going in our direction. Let's check if it's not some kind of consolidation here. Yikes. Prime session is kind of dancing around. Can't just trust it. So we're now in the last, we took out these highs here. We're in the last hour of trading, and like we see this fair value gap get inverted, and we just did it. We've inversed it right here. After inversing, we trace back inside into it, and I'd like to see a drop since we're in the last hour of trading, so that last hour macro might play out relatively close, might get taken out, but that will be, I don't know, extremely risky. So let's put like a half there. Yeah, because if it's gonna be risky, then it's because they will be the macro. So I'm still anticipating Friday to retrace back into the range. Otherwise, trading TGIF won't be my thing. So we're a few minutes to the close. Let's see. Just stopped out, just like that. So settling for a 2 hour will be this. And we can get back into the range and markets just closed. Yikes. Very crazy PA this Friday. Crazy PA. Alright, so next day open. Alright, so let's go to the daily and see. So it was a new week open, and this is how it opened on ES from here to here. Meanwhile, NQ just a small gap. So I really don't want to make this no more. I just need to mark the new week open gap from this close to this open. So we'll refine it as we go into more time frames. And here we also have the new week open gap, which might act as a draw for the day from the close here. But how did Friday close like this when NQ closed like this? So it's quite, I don't know, quite crazy. Anyways, we're near the open, and yeah, you might feel this new week open gap. So now back to the 4 hour, and I mean down to the 4 hour. So let's see, closed here and opened here, so no big deal. And here we closed here and we opened here, so let's kind of find it like this. So the new week open gap will be my draw for the day. Honestly, we have some kind of SMT here that caused that burst. You can see like here, this wasn't taken out, ES took it out right there, we burst into the upside. Down to the 1 hour, I would like to see this drop into this right here, and yeah, then maybe it might continue higher, who knows. Okay, let's mark this again. Come on. So we closed right here, it opened there, so there's the gap. Just the end dog right here as well. And dog. Alright, we're down to 15. Took out this high, and we're consolidating inside here. So we have some liquidity resting below these lows on NQ. Then this and this one here. I have the high, which was fair value gap got respected. You can see this 15-minute fair value gap really held. I'd like to make it this color. Consider how it dropped, shift in structure, retracement, and we dropped again. So this will be my draw. We also have a gap here, but I think it was already dropped into. So, and meanwhile for ES, we're gonna be dropping maybe until this gap will reach to the half of the gap. And we open, we take out this high here, and we form the big SMT, because you can see ES is nowhere close to taking it out. And boom, we drop. So here NQ will take out this low. I would like to see a retracement to this Union State before I take the trade, because there's this time like I saw Justin take the trade like as we were on this drop, and I was like, wow, he's got the confidence to do that. Why not me? Anyways, we drop, take out sell side. I think we're still gonna drop. Nothing has changed it. This might be a sweep shift here, and if you look closely, we have this. So here I'd like to set it maybe like some 2 lots, and my stop loss will be there. Let's see what happens. And we drop humongously. Let's take it out this low. This might be the next target. Let's see how it's looking like on ES. So ES will be still dropping to the maybe the midpoint. Let's see if the drop continues. Now back to 15. Yeah, it's looking like this. And you can see that we've already taken out this low where ES is nowhere close. Not even I don't know. It's nowhere close. So I put my stop loss somewhere like in profit. Okay. And I end up getting stopped out in profit. It's crazy. So I think maybe this SMT was like some kind of sign. The macro did as bad. You can see how like the 1030 macro pushed higher, created an inversion here. Nice Union State. Okay, so now we're pushing higher. So what do I have done different here is, if we get a sweep shift retracement, like for us to ride this whole thing, what wise thing would you do? Yeah, honestly that will depend on the target that you have as sell side, because for this target and our entry, if we had this sweep shift and this retracement, like entering somewhere in this gap to here will be 20 handles, whereas if you target another target, maybe this low here, you get way more. Let's see. And what makes this target so special? So this was Sunday, Friday was a Friday low. The last low created on Friday. I don't know, maybe that was the reason it flew higher. So we get this sweep, and after the sweep, as we push higher, well, I don't know if I can call this a shift, because you can see it's just the wicks, not the bodies. So that will then be like a shift instruction, because if there had been a shift instruction, then this will be a retracement to a fair value gap, but I'm not gonna buy that. Anything I do, done so I can know you. Look at how good this gap is holding. This will be a very nice entry though. Look at this SMT here. The 5. So 2-minute fair value gap here. Down to the 1 minute, we have this SMT. It's a sweep, fair value gap. We have a change in stage right here. Very nice one. We trace into it and then we push higher. Okay. So going with the high time frame, what are we seeing here? Take out this high from the morning session. So I want to try out by the trading where I met like the London lows, highs, and the daily highs and lows. Let's see the daily. So you can see we end up not filling this gap, but this day also creates new lows. It creates a gap as well. So man, we're gonna drop to these gaps. That's what I think, because they're gonna act as a drop on liquidity. So it's Tuesday. Down to the 4 hour. You can see we have some kind of SMT. No, from here. Like here we're dropping, here we're pushing higher. Down to the 1 hour now. Well, in the 1 hour, you can see that we have some Asia lows here. See the sessions, what do they say? See, Asia lows, very, very nice. Asia lows, sorry. So this sell side. And here, took out those highs. And where is Asia lows here? Let's check Asia. So we have this pool of liquidity resting down here. This sell side for ES and buy side. Well, we took out London highs and London also. Sorry, London. We took out London highs and Asia highs. And meanwhile here we took out London highs and Asia highs. So I'm looking for the drop to be there. Maybe since we've just taken out London lows, we might get a retracement into this 50% of the week. Then drop down to 15. We have this very, very nice gap. And let me remove, hide this, and down to 5. Yeah, that was a nice drop. And the 1 minute, let's just wait for the open. I thought 9:30 would be aggressive. So here we put in SMT. You can see here. From this low to this one, we have a crazy SMT. We've taken out this high on ES. And I think this is like some kind of trap because we're really gonna drop to the Asia lows. So really curious, maybe if we push on NQ, we might take out these highs and respect this gap there. So then this will be the target, and we have a change in state right here, and we have a very, very nice what's this, sweep, yeah, and an SMT as well. So you can see push. I'd like to put my take profit at this level, or at least the 15% of the week, as in here, because I think we might create an SMT on NQ, since you can see how we're kind of about to drop. So maybe midpoint of the week that will be here, 22.46 or 22.46, whatever. Let's see, that will be there. Let's see if that's if we reach there, but this will be the first target. So we failed to reach there, and the SMT is holding. Looks like this is gonna turn out as a very, very big loss instead. Let's see. So we have a very crazy SMT here. So instead of staying in with buys, I'd start looking for sells. Let's see, we've taken out this liquidity here. I'd like to say retracement into the gap maybe. Yeah, we touch it a bit here, then we start to drop. So this is a loss, we can close it right there. So yeah, I have a very big SMT on that time frame, like 15. You can see how this is looking like. So I'm looking for price to drop, and I'm still waiting for a sign. How's the 30-second looking here? Did it offer any opportunity inside there? Well, we had some kind of something inside there. Shift right here. Change in state. Tracement into this gap. Then it drops off. Back to the 1 minute. To end up taking out sell side as we were waiting for that. So we're now in macro, and we have this let's see what's happening here. So I think I should focus on learning more how to read price action of one pair instead of focusing on the SMTs. And don't think I'm the only one seeing that. But the 15-minute time frame, you can see how clean it's looking. We have the sweep. We've got this shift. And we have this fair value gap, return into it, where your entry will be here. Let's see, let's take read this. So stop loss at the midpoint, and let's say let it drop to the midpoint of this. Oh, new day open gap, that will be a 4R. And will you get the 4R? Well, it will depend on market conditions. So we push high. What's this? Out block and this series of down close candles. Now back to the 1 minute. As we're in that block, we drop, create some inversions here, push higher again. We're in line. Keep that in mind. So here, I think I may get some kind of turtle soup. Okay, this is distracting. So I've got this highs run out by this week, very gap, and I've created an inversion. 30-second of look clean here. Let's see, yeah, inversion, and yeah, here you can enter for some sells. Target this lows here. See this, target this lows. Let me take this. If it becomes an L, then who cares? It's part of learning. Okay. So we end up getting stopped out. Particularly this low, just there. So this would have been the low hanging fruit. The 1R. Crazy. I think we've lost to the extent that the win rate is now at 0. Crazy. Alright. Yeah, I think that will be that for today's backtesting day. The crazy thing is that it's day 100. Okay. I don't know what's hurting in my back. Very funny. Anyways, stay blessed.